Going on, everybody? How is it going, ladies and gentlemen of the jury fandom? How you guys doing? JDubb here. Tonight is tonight's an interesting night. We're gonna do something I have never done before, and I can honestly say that I never believed I would actually do anything like this because I've never done art for anyone or for anybody other than myself and my kids, really. Um, and so uh, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting night, guys, to say the least. Ooh, that's loud there. Let's turn it down just a tiny little bit here. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna do art. So I guess let's set this up. Um, yeah, I like it too, AC Pixel. It's legit, man. It's pretty legit. Okay, so let me set this up and kind of give you guys an idea of what the deal is here. So, when I mean that we're going to be doing art, what that means is I'm going to be working on a project that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and that is create a children's book for my daughter, my littlest daughter, and my nephew. And so I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. And I've basically come to the idea. Oh, my green screen is screwy. There we go. Oh no, that didn't work either. My green screen is got knocked out of place, and I've been fighting it all day. And so basically, what I'm doing is I'm gonna do an animal book. It's gonna be basic right now. I don't have any plans for it as far as having a storyline or anything like that. But basically, I'm gonna be doing a series of animals. 12 different animals is the goal. They're all going to be Arctic animals, so that plays into it there a little bit. And so it's going to be basically, when it's done, my goal is to hopefully get it printed as one of those, I don't know if you guys know baby books, but they're the really hard cardboard books that babies can chew on and not get damaged and not destroy them. So that's what I'm hoping to make. And so today I started. So I guess let me preface this even more. My birthday was on Sunday, which you guys know. I had one of my birthday streams, my celebration stream, which was really fun. And then for my birthday, my parent-in-laws got me an Amazon gift card, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted because there wasn't really anything that I needed, and so I was looking for something that I wanted. And so I bought a Huion professional drawing tablet. So I've got a digital drawing tablet, just like all the big guys do. Not as super high quality, but it's pretty sweet anyway. And so today I opened it up, set it up, and I started doing my first drawing. And now I'm starting the project with the book. And so tonight the goal is to put the finishing touches on my first picture and start my second one. And so the first picture is of a walrus that I drew. And so let's get this switched over here. Let me see if I can get this set up for you guys to take a look. Game capture? I don't think that's going to work. Let's see. Let's see if it'll pick up Photoshop. It will pick up Photoshop. Will it show Photoshop? That's the question. Okay, let's try this then. Properties. There we go. Photoshop. That'll work. Okay. So let's see if you guys can then see this. Let's just leave it. We'll leave it. We'll put it like that. Okay. But you guys can't see the image, can you? Okay, then we'll do display capture. There we go. That'll work. That'll do it. All right. There you go. Now you guys can see it. There it is. There it is. There's the first creation. There's the first creation by JDubb. There it is, guys. Let's switch this over here just like that. So there it is. That is the first bit of work that we have done. First ever art on a digital tablet. Created just today for the first time ever. So that is it in all of its glory right now. And so the goal, the last thing that I'm gonna do here, is basically I got to do its whiskers. And as much as it doesn't seem like those would be difficult, they're not so easy. They are not so easy. Their whiskers are kind of an important part. And there's a freaking lot of them. There's a ton of them. So we're going to try and do whiskers and not make them suck. But I have no idea how I'm going to do that because I've never, like I said, I've never done this before. So this is my first time doing any of this stuff. So this should be interesting to say the least. So there it is. There's the walrus, and now we got to give him whiskers. And so we're going to go with a yellow, kind of almost a tusky colored whisker, but not quite. A little bit more yellow. So that's the plan here. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do this, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. So no idea how this is going to work out. That's not what I want. I want this over here. Hold on one second, guys. We got to get this thing. I got to get this thing to work with me here. Monitor 2, I think. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so let's see if we can get this to go here. Now, I'm a total noob cake with all of this new technology. So this is going to be really, really, really interesting to see how this all works out. Okay, I think I created 2 layers on accident. Let's get rid of that one really quick. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be me totally screwing around with this stuff. And hopefully this will work out well. So the goal, like I said, guys, is we're going to make it's going to be a kid's book, which is nice because my lines don't have to be super clean. My shading doesn't have to be on point. Most of it can be just kind of fantasy status. And so I don't really have to worry about it being too perfect because kids, like my daughter, will just love what it is. What's up, Intoxicated Tofu? How you doing, man? It's good to see you, brother. What's going on? Welcome to the first ever JDubb art stream. So this is where we're picking up where I left off earlier today. So color-wise, I'm trying to determine where we want to go with this. And I think it's going to be it's got to be kind of an orangey, yellowish color. Something probably like in this realm here. But I want to see if there's a freaking... Oh, see, this might be... Can I turn this around? What does that do? Does that do that? What does that do? Oh, no. That's really similar, though. Walrus with a bunch of tofu in the background. Sounds like an idea. There you go, right? So this might actually work if I can figure out how to tweak this thing. So that was not bad. So I want it like this, I think. Maybe. Wow. That's gonna actually like work out really, really, really well if I can knock this down. If I can get this right. Wow, look at this. This is gonna be crazy, guys. This might be really crazy. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. I just don't like how it changes like that, though. That's actually really close, though. Dude, tell me that is not looking actually really, really good. To be perfectly honest with you, holy cow! Even with the white flecks in it, it's not too bad. We'll clean this up a little bit after, but that's like scary on point, though. That's scary on point. So we're gonna do that way, and then we're gonna do this one because we're gonna flip it after. dude? How you doing, man? I know, right? Right when you showed up was just strange. Did you have any hand in this, my friend? No, just kidding. That stinks, man. All right, let me. Well, let's try this again. Let's try this again. We'll let that load up. I know, rip art. I know, but that I think that filter is exactly what I want. I think that filter is exactly what I'm looking for. So we'll give this a shot. We just got to get Photoshop back up and running again here, which is weird. I'm not sure why we crashed there. Had no problem with it all day today, but now that I'm streaming, I am definitely messing around with the we figured if we go like that. Now size, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a smaller size because the whiskers on a walrus are smaller at the top and then they get bigger towards the bottom. So we're gonna increase it as we go. And let's try that. Let's give this a shot and see if we let's see if that works with us here. So we're gonna do like a couple of them up above here. A little bit tweaked too much. So let's go back a little bit more straight like that. And a little bit bigger, I think. Let's do 80. Okay, let's see if this works. So we're gonna go boop, bop, bop, boop, 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 bop, 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 bop. And like I said, we'll clean these up after. All right, so we'll do a little bit of that action there. Dude, these things are looking really freaking good, I think. Okay, and then we'll make them a little bit bigger here. Let's do like some big old freaking honking things. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm talking about. Some big old lungers here. There we go. Right, we'll do a little bit of that. Bit of that action. Because he's an older walrus, you know. I mean, he's seen some years, man. He's eaten some crustaceans and stuff for sure. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get this side prepped for the flip that broke it before. So we're gonna be gentle with these. I like the white, how it's mixing that in is really nice. And we'll obviously move it to the top layer once we're done here. And then we're gonna go back to the 80. We're gonna go back in here. Right, do a little bit of this business. Get this kind of going here. I gotta get him a little bit crazier here. Oh man, what's going on, dude? Thank you so much for that follow. You know what? I'm a noob cake, and I didn't pop up my. Give me 1 second. I will thank you properly here, momentito, my friend. I didn't open up my bean chat like a nub. I'm so noob cake. All right, I wasn't prepped. I was so excited to do art that I didn't even get fully prepped up here. So okay, so it didn't log it. That's perfect. So if someone can tell me who followed, that would be phenomenal. Because I don't see it here. Okay, let's not listen to me. But thank you for that follow, whoever it was. Say hello if you don't mind. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for that follow. You're the best, bro. You're the best. You've been around for a while too, so you're not new either. So it's all good. Oh, it recovered it. No, we don't need that one. No, you just need this one. That was cool that it. Really? Wowzers. It does not like me right now. Making the rounds? Cool, man. Well, I'm trying to make a walrus, but it keeps crashing, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. It really does not. It's not happy with me right now at all. Don't show that again. Holy moly. All right, let's see what we get here. I'm not sure why we're crashing so much here. I'm really not sure what the deal is. Oh. Crazy. Rufio guy, what's going on, man? North and Oracle, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see both of you guys here. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. It doesn't, no, it does not like the whiskers, man. It definitely does not like the whiskers. It's not digging the whiskers. I wish it would, because that's like the last part that I have to do to get done before I move on to our next photo, our next picture that we're gonna work on. So a little bit more yellow, something like that. Is this for someone? No, this is for I'm making a I'm working on a kids book for my kids, for my daughter and my nephew. Is where we're at, is what I'm doing this for. So no, this is not for anyone. This is for just for me, and my kids. So that's what this is. This is just me doing art, doing a project that I've been trying to do for a long time, and finally bought a tablet, an art tablet to do it. And so we're just kind of going with it here. So yeah, we're trying to do this walrus here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just save as we go, and so then that way, if it crashes again, which it likely will, it's gonna be stupid. You just get this. Is actually, you're right. See, you weren't supposed to tell anyone, man. This is the new Rufio guy. This is his new logo. It looks just like him. Just in case you guys were wondering what he looked like in person, he is a walrus. In case you were curious, he's a walrus. So this is so funny. This freaking texture is just classic. All right, so then we'll bump it up a little bit bigger because we got to give him the bigger ones down below. We got to give him some bigger chaunchers down here because he's an old bird, so he's got some whiskers. He's got some serious whiskers down here. We'll throw a few up in there, you know, because he's, like I said, he's been around a while, so he's... Oh, I don't like those ones up there. I don't like those ones that far up there. Something like that. Oh, jeez, it really likes to spray them around these things. Okay. There we go. And then we'll throw a few more up in here. That's too high. Some more down in here. Just get this dude. This dude is just crusty, man. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, now that we got those bad boys, this set. Oh damn, I screwed that up. All right, we got to do that over because this. Yeah, we need to put the big ones on that one. Son of a bitch. Sorry, guys. This is, like I said, I'm noob at this, man. This is my first day using this tablet thing, ever. And ever doing art in public. So you guys are seeing something that's never been seen before. Ever. Anywhere. Too many. Too dense. Okay, there we go. That. Okay, so now we need to do a new layer like this. That way we don't screw it up. So now we're going to go back up here. Oh, that's not what we wanted at all. We want this guy here. We want the 85s. And then on the new layer, we're going to do some 85s up in here. Right? Because that way now... So what I'm doing is then I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to flip this horizontal. This layer of these guys. And then that way, they'll look beautiful. But we need to make sure we're doing this right. But thanks for coming through, Rufio guy. I'm glad to see you here, man. Glad to see you here. It's good to have you here. It's good to have all of you guys here. Thank you for showing up for my first art stream. Like I said, this is unheard of. This is unheard of territory for JDubb. Never done this before. Never even used a tablet before. So, all right. So there's that. Now what we're gonna do is this whole side. We're going to image. Let's see. Edit, transform. Flip horizontal like that. And something like this. So now we're going to kind of manipulate this and get these things the way we want them a little bit, and then we can clean them up a little bit. Here, let's see. This might not have worked the way that I wanted it to, guys. It's not going to be too bad. It's going to be pretty bad, though. I just wish I could flip that, that brush. I wonder if we... Hold on a second. I just got an idea. Undo that really quick. Okay, let's duplicate this layer, and then move that over here. Move you over here, and then we're gonna flip you horizontal, and see what we get. Okay. It helps though. It helps knowing Photoshop a little bit though too, for sure. That's one big benefit is knowing how to use Photoshop when I'm doing this kind of stuff, because that was a trick that I wasn't expecting to use right there. is to move it here. So that might have actually I think that actually worked better. So now what we're gonna do is let's put these two above black and white. Oh, that's looking pretty. That's not looking too bad, guys. We might have to alter the color a little bit, and maybe I want those little black things to show a little bit more, I think. So let's see. So this is this is that side. So let's do a little bit of some eraser action here. Make this bad boy a little bit bigger and see if we. Because I don't want too many strays that are just like crazy out there. That all looks pretty good though, for the most part. Yeah, what's going on, man? I'm doing it, Oscar. We're doing some Photoshop here, which is either gonna go really well or it's gonna get really bad. We don't know yet. We haven't quite seen the full spectrum of what's gonna happen here, but so far it's looking interesting. So the only issue that I have is I want more of those some more of those dots to show through a little bit more. We might dim this up a little bit. Maybe what if we did a little bit of drop shadow and turned up the opacity a little bit. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose all this stuff here. Okay, so we're gonna burn these up a little bit. Burn this side some. Yeah, the burn is actually putting a really nice nice tint on it, an aged tint. We'll burn this whole thing a little bit though. It's toning down those white ones a little. No, that's not what I want. That's not the effect that I'm looking for. I don't know. I'm feeling like that's looking pretty good. What do you guys think about this? What do you think of that walrus? Lurk's on. All right, man. Lurk away, my friend. How's that look for a walrus, guys? I feel like I want to kind of put that one to bed and start something new. What do you guys think? I think I'm happy with that. Looks good. Actually, you know, there is one thing that I do want to do though. There's one last thing that I want to do, and that's this guy here. I do want to give a little bit of depth to this section here, because his nose isn't flat. It's got a little bit of texture to it, or a little bit of shape, I guess I should say. So we do want to give it a little bit of something, because his face is 3D everywhere else for the most part. Not 3D, but close enough, I guess. And then we're gonna have to burn this one too, I think. No, it's not that one. It's this. That's that one. This. That's what we want to burn a little bit. Okay. Almost there. So this here, let's make it a little bit bigger. Looks good to me. Alright, there it is, guys. Walrus is done for now. I may tweak it some more a little bit later. There may be some more shading that I want to do. How'd I do that so fast? I didn't do anything fast. This was almost done. So we're gonna jump into a different one that I've just started, and it's totally fresh. And it is a polar bear. We're gonna do the polar bear. So that's the initial sketch we're gonna work with here with the polar bear. And so that's the sketch that I did earlier of just the straight up, just bare bones polar bear. And so now we're gonna make him beaudacious as we possibly can. And so we're gonna make him look phenomenal. I hope. So let's do this here. So okay, let's see. So we're gonna start off. So polar bears are white, mostly white, but we're gonna have to. That's gonna be the tricky part. I don't know how. Like I said, guys, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So this is all me gonna be just figuring how to do this stuff out. So we need to get rid of this brush. We need to go back to our regular brush here, and we're gonna go from there. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. I know not, my friends. I know not how we're gonna do this. Because I want to figure out how to add some depth to his face. So we're gonna work with some off-white colors here. Some really light grays and things like that, and some even some more like yellowy style grays at some point as well. So the first thing we got to do is that we're gonna work on his little nose area here. His nose area, his snout area, I guess I would say, is going to be the background. That's this stuff. Okay, so we're gonna add a layer here. So how do I want to start this? I guess let's try and lock down his I don't even know. I don't even know where to start here. Let's start off with his little mouth. Let's get his mouth kind of locked down. So his lips are black, but his mouth is going to be like a dark, kind of a charcoal. Somewhere in here like this. And so we're going to start off with the color here, really harsh, and then we'll go back and we'll lighten it up later on down the road. So it kind of has like a little kind of a connection here. So it's just mouth right in here, somewhere like that. We'll deal with the rest. We'll deal with the details of that later. And then up in his nose area here. That's good there. Add another layer. And then his nose is going to be almost black. So we're going to go up in here like this. This will be his nose. And the thing is the hard part is with their noses is that they're almost entirely black, even on the inside. So as much as I want to make that lighter, but I shouldn't really too much. So we'll only go a little bit. Let's just go a little tiny bit. So that we do have some difference, and then we can tweak that later. So there it is. So that's his nose for the most part. Now something like that. And then now we're gonna get into the coloring of the bear himself. So they kind of have a almost like a yellowy twinge to them a little bit. When their coats aren't super fluffy white, they're like almost like a yellowish color, which is really strange. So we're gonna kind of go with this yellowy gray on his nose here. Oops. And that's okay if we go over that. That's actually not that big of a deal because we're gonna go like this. And this is the part that's going to be tough because I'm going to have to use this to create depth, is these colors. These really not very different colors. And figure out how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to tie it all together into a cohesive, because that's got to be like that. But then at the same time, we're going to go a little bit lighter up there and like that yellowish. A new layer here. A little bit here. This. Because he's got to be white, but he's not going to be all white. Like this is as white as he's going to really be, I think. So, I don't know. It's tricky, man. Polar bears are tricky. You little bastards. So how's everybody's week going? Week's been pretty awesome. Started this project, which I'm really excited about. Something like this. I'm gonna come up in there like that. In that eye area there. That. And then this, we're gonna mimic it over here with this color. And give him some. So now we're getting a little bit of depth here. And then do a little bit down here too, because I kind of want it. I really want this all kind of unified a little bit, something like that. Smooth this out a little bit, something like that. But kids' books, you know, they almost like the funnier looking things, you know, the things that don't look completely real, which is nice. At least my daughter does. She likes the kind of funny looking creatures and stuff, and but she also likes it really real sometimes too. So, you know, they do have to look really real for some kids to really get into it. So I'm trying to make them as real as I can, but then at the same time they're gonna be kind of artsy a little bit, artsy, not too much because I'm not an artsy guy. All right, so now we got that going, and then we're gonna bring it up even a little bit lighter and a little bit more white. And then this is where we're going to kind of fill in, I think, the majority of this. Ooh, new layer. Something like this here. And we're going to come around here. And I think once we blend these, it's gonna look really good. So I don't want to do too much of that up. And we'll reverse all these layers, so these layers will stack properly here once I'm done. So all those little details that I put in will be in place. And so this is just going to be, these variations are going to add the depth, and that's how we're going to structure his face, is using these shade variations of these colors, which should give us a really nice. What's up, Crinkle? How you doing, man? Just showed up. We're what I'm doing is I'm working on a kid's book, doing some kids art, some kid book art. I'm making a book for my daughters and my nephew. It's a project that I wanted to do forever. Dude, so if you wanna be even more depressed, this is my first day using this tablet. I've never drawn art on a tablet of any kind, and so this is me just doing. You want to see my first project? Now that you're just showing up, let me save this really quick. Check this out. This is my first one that I finished earlier, but I've been working on this most of the day. That's the walrus, So it's basically what it is it's going to be a kid's book, a little tiny kid's book. It's going to be on that hard cardboard, like cardboard books, you know, with like 6 or 7 pages, something like that. And so it's going to be those things. So I'm doing it. It's just going to be Arctic animals. Yeah, you know exactly, dude. So this is like right up your kid's age. And so basically it's going to be a tool to just for them to learn animals. And so I think I'm going to do an Arctic. And then depending on how that goes, I've got 12 animals lined up for the Arctic one. And then I'm thinking I might do like a little series. Because a friend of mine is thinking I should publish these, like actually self-publish this stuff. So I'm not gonna make copies. I'm gonna buy some copies for myself. But then I'm going to I'm actually gonna try and self-publish it and get it on Amazon maybe. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if this is any good when I'm done with it. But I've got a friend that's gonna help me with the publishing stuff, and we'll see. We'll see if it goes anywhere. Yeah, I'll let you know, man. I'll make sure. Don't worry. I'll make sure everybody knows that it's out if I get that far. We'll see. We'll see how much steam I've got in me. Hopefully, I can finish this. But I don't like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do this though. This is a project that I've wanted to do. Because I draw animals for my daughter all the time. And so I've never really done this. And I've wanted to do this. But I was gonna do it like conventional style, like paper, like literally do it on paper, I was gonna do that, but I never got into it because that was just a lot of work. Doing it on paper would have just been a ton of work, and so now that I got this thing, I bought this thing yesterday, not yesterday. I bought it a couple days ago and it came yesterday, and I plugged it in today while I was at work. And I started that first picture that I showed you, and then that's all I've done with this thing. And so now I'm like just going for it. I'm just throwing my inhibitions to the wind, and I'm just freaking doing it, man. And so I'm actually really, really, really enjoying it. Having a ton of fun with it. Oh no, we gotta start a new layer for that. And so you showed up right when I started this whole thing here. So I want to craft. So what I'm trying to do is because polar bears are white, I've got to find a way to make I've got to create the depth, like the detail, but with all just really similar colors. And so I'm just trying to do that with this this kind of grayish, these yellowy tones, because that's, you know, polar bears have got that yellowy kind of color to them, because their fur gets dirty. And so they're not completely white, and so I'm trying to do that like this, and I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we're gonna find out. And I'm hoping to finish it tonight. That'd be cool if I could get 2 animals done in a day. That would set me like way ahead of what I expected to be at. What is the pad I bought? I bought a Huion. I bought the Huion, this one. About that one. The Huion, what is this? What model is this? This is the H610 Pro. I got the Huion H610 Pro. So Huion is like the cheap man's version of the Wacom. Huion. 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 And it's the Huion 610 Pro. And I don't really know why I got the Pro. I got the Pro because it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like golf. Right? You are a better golfer if you have better clubs. I don't know. I don't think that's it. I don't think it works like that, but still. No, I got it. There's some refresh rates and stuff, and I just wanted to have the best experience that I could. I felt if I got something cheaper. Oh, Gylum, thank you so much for that follow, man. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, brother. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming through. Surprised I got a follower. Whoa! Whoa. Crinkle Dinkle? Crinkle Dinkle with the dono. What's up, man? Thanks for that, man. I appreciate you, dog. You didn't have to do that. What? I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for that donation, dude. That means so much to me. You have no idea. Seriously, man, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. That's awesome, bro. Thank you. Well, you've secured yourself at the front of the line when this thing gets published, man. I'm that easy. I'm that easy. Thanks, man. You're the best, dude. You're the best. So, all right. So I'm really digging this. I've got to figure something else out though. This isn't. I'm not 100% with this yet. We need to get a different color involved here, I think. Let's get a little bit more yellowy, like that. See, I have to deal with such like minor shade changes here to create. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. To create the depth that I'm looking for here. See, like that. See, to extend his face to his face line over there. Ugh, this is crazy, dude. This is craziness. This is just all crazy nuts bonkers over here. And then we'll burn this out. But welcome, guy. I'm surprised that I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm 100% surprised that I got a follow doing an art stream, because I am not an artist. In fact, this is the first art I've ever done on stream. Which is something you probably heard me say already. But seriously, I didn't think I would get any. I didn't think I'd get many people even watching, because I'm not a Dr. Fark or a Rocket Bear, that's for sure. But it is. This is really fun. It's just a different, and doing creative is just such a different speed from playing games. It's pretty cool. Not an artist, he says, as he paints a fucking polar bear. Oh man, dude, no. You know what? $75. I was like. But this thing works so freaking well. It's got the wireless pen. I plugged it in, and I opened up Photoshop, and it just worked. I'm surprised, man. I was like, at first I was kind of like, oh, it's kind of expensive. I don't know if I'm gonna use it that much. But then once I got it, I was like, you know what, dude? No, dude, this is gonna be amazing. And it's doing something that I wanted to do for my daughter for the longest time. And so I'm just happy I was happy to spend $75. $75 is nothing, man. Nothing. Is it just a separate pad? So here, I'll see if I can show you what it looks like. It just looks like that. That's it. And I got buttons. So these over here are my controls. I can change my brush size. I can switch it back and forth between brush and the eraser, like really quick and easy. And it just allows me to flip back and forth between the. I can zoom in and out from here. I don't have to use a lot of the normal stuff. It's plugged in. This one isn't wireless. I don't know if they make a wireless one. But I didn't need it. I don't need anything like that. So. But you can't see the screen on there. No. So I'm watching. That was the hardest part for me, was getting my brain to be able to put together. So my normal drawing is on a paper, right? You're drawing on a paper, and the tip of your pen is where, or your pencil or whatever. That's where the art is happening. This is different because I have to look at a digital circle on the screen and know that that's where the art is happening. But what's interesting is that this is pressure sensitive, so I can actually do pressure stuff. So the harder I push it, the wider it gets, the smaller it gets. So it's very pencil-like. It took me probably about an hour and a half. Just kind of screwing around to grasp the concept of it, and then once I did, it kind of just took off from there. And I took off and I made that walrus, which actually turned out surprisingly well, compared to what I thought it would turn out. So now the next thing I'm gonna have a hard time with is the eyes, because the eyes, dude, if you look up polar bear pictures, their eyes are just black, like super black. But I know that they're not. They can't be black. They're kind of like a brownish. They're black. Their iris, their eye is black rimmed with a brown inside, and then they got the pupil. It's just crazy how their eyes look, man. Their eyes just look really crazy. So we're gonna try and see if we can recreate this a little bit. We're gonna give it a little bit more life, I think. Than we normally, than I think because this is for kids. These are for kids. I don't want to I want them to be realistic, but not like crazy. It doesn't have to be like crazy realistic. That's the nice thing about it being a kid's book. So they've got eyes that are like... is do something like this, but then take this and go a little bit darker and a little bit like this. And I'll have to clean up all this black, all those black lines later. We'll do that a little bit later too. So then we're gonna go with a little bit of a redder hue. They've got a little bit of kind of pink salmony in there. Go like that. Bit of that color then. A little bit like this. That. Bit in there. Okay. I think that's cool. It's kind of cool. And then we'll leave the rest of it white to give him like a little bit of humanity. And I'll blend it. I'll blend it later. I'll gonna give it a little bit of a little blending touch later. And then let's do the same thing to this one. Put that size there. We'll go like this. We'll go around the outside rim. It's nice because the more imperfect it is, I feel like the more realistic it is. So you almost don't even want to be like right on everything, you know what I mean? It almost gives it life not being perfect, which is cool, which is very forgiving in my opinion. So that there. We'll do a little bit out here. I'm okay with that one being filled in only because you're not getting the full eye. I'm digging that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And when we blend it, I think it'll clean up a little bit better. Because you're not getting, because you're kind of getting that profile, you're not going to see that white part of the eye like you will on the left eye. But the right eye, you know, I don't know if that makes any sense. TV, what's going on, man? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, good. Let's see. Where are my stations here? Let's do... Oh, dude, we're gonna do some Motown, bro. I don't know if you guys like Motown, but too bad, so sad. Yes. Alright, so now... Dude, Paragon is phenomenal, bro. Paragon is phenomenal. You gotta check it out. My brother just got it. You gotta check it out. It's really good stuff, man. Alright, so now the problem is... You were watching Murder play it? That's cool, man. Yeah, he's good at it too, and it's a cool game. I would say you should definitely check it out. You pre-ordered Overwatch? Nice, man. Nice. Okay. So now we're gonna switch this, and we're gonna go back. Now we want to go to a grayish white because. Why can't I draw on this? something like there. Want it grayer. Yeah, I don't know why that did that. That was funky. It was funky fresh, but that's okay though. Okay, so now we're gonna make this big bad boy. There we go. That's what we want. That. Go a little more white. And that'll be the color. Okay, so there is the bear in its splenda, in most of its splendor. And so what we'll do from here now is, I wish there was a way to reverse all layers, like flip them all in order. Let's see if there is. Let me Google that really quick here. Oh, cool. That worked. That worked. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Google. You're such a gem. All right, so now we've got the layers reversed on the burr. I think, right? How well this is gonna go, but this is what we got to do. These are the things you got to do. Things that you got to do to make it look as good as you possibly can here. So we're gonna make these lines a little bit cleaner here, and then we'll smooth them all out. I want to define them a little bit more, and then we'll straighten them all up and get them nice and get them as smooth as we can. The nice thing is though is I don't have to get too crazy with it, because the more with a living creature, the more kind of funky they look, sometimes the better. And thank you for that, that cool thing that you did, by the way, Oscar. That was really appreciated. We'll definitely be using those here again pretty soon. Not all of them, but slowly but surely we will get to them all. Speaking of bears, have you seen Zootopia? No, I haven't. I haven't. Is it any good? Is it any good? The last movie that I saw was the other day. I watched The Hateful Eight. That movie is freaking phenomenal, by the way. Gonna buy it on Blu-ray? Nice, man. Nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Is it, what's it rated? Do you know? This right now. Gosh, time goes by so freaking fast when you're doing art. Holy crap, ski! It's already 10. It's already almost 11 o'clock already, guys. What? That's insanity. feeling this. He always teases you with that? Oh, no. I won't tease you, man. I was just playing with you. I just playing with you, bro. All right, so now let's get this top part. Are you going to make like coloring pages too? So yes. So my main goal. So let me just explain it. The main goal is to get this book made, and get it just kind of done. And then what's cool is that I will always have these black and white layers that I can embellish more, and then just repurpose as a coloring book if I wanted to, which would be cool. So yeah, I can use them as kind of a dual purpose thing. I can do this all kind of dual purpose because I'm really trying to stay on top of keeping everything on separate layers, which will allow me to do that later on. Yeah, which will be really cool. So I don't know. You know, I'm actually thinking about getting this published, self-publishing it if I can get it, you know, in the style that I want, and see if any people would be interested in buying it for their kids. Because that's what it's made for. I'm making it for kidlings. As a learning tool to learn animals, because that's what my daughter, my 3-year-old, just loved learning animals. Just constantly loved learning just the names of animals and stuff. And I'm sure that there's plenty of other kids out there that would just suck up a book like that. Yeah, I will. I'll make sure everybody knows about it. I'll make a post. I'll post up about it, and you won't be able to not know. Let's put it that way. If I end up trying to sell this thing, you'll end up knowing for sure. Your niece loves coloring. That's perfect, man. Well, this might be something for her to play with. If she likes to color, then this might be a cool thing for her eventually once it's done. Beachy Apricots, what's going on, dude? Dr. Farkraid, what's going on, man? How was HOTS? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, everybody, to JDubb's first ever art stream. Now, before anybody speaks, okay, I am not Dr. Fark, and I am not Rocket Bear, and so I am not an artist. I am just a dude that's wanting to do a project for his kids. That's all I am. So do not expect to come here and see quality art happen, because there's a really good chance that you won't see it happen. But we're trying. We're trying. Welcome, everybody, man. Jabberducky, what's going on? RMagXD, thank you so much for coming through, and thank you for that follow, man. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. It's great to have you here. Darkstrike, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Lizmichi, it's always good to see you in here. You are amazing. You are amazing. I am arting, dude. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I'm loving it. Absolutely freaking loving it. It is so much freaking fun. This thing is amazing. This thing is absolutely freaking amazing. You want to see what I got so far on this, guys? You want to see what it looks like with a little bit of color? The first set of colors. What I'm doing right now is obviously just cleaning up my lines a little bit here. But I'll show you what we got here. So this is the new project here, and this is what he looks like currently. There he is. There's the bear so far. So that is the polar bear so far. So yeah, Aris, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Welcome. It's good to see you, dude. It's good to see you. So yeah, so he's gonna be you know, that's just the rough coloring. I'm gonna shade them all together and make them all snazzy looking, but that's the rough shade there. On that business. So yeah. Holy Art, it's Porter Sun God 95. What's going on, man? How you doing? How you guys doing? That's better bear than I could ever draw. Hey, you know what? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not claiming to be very good at this, because I'm not. And I'll show you guys. Let me show you the one that I finished a little bit earlier. The Walrus. There's the Walrus. So that is what I believe to be possibly the finished product on the Walrus. There might be a little bit more work that I want to do, but that's the Walrus as he stands currently. My shadowing is a little funky, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. And so basically, so you guys have some context, what I'm doing is I'm making a small kid's book, a baby book. I'm going to hopefully talk to Jabberducky and other people that I know and get it put on the really thick, hard cardboard, the ones that kids can chew on and not destroy. I'm going to do 12 different animals and kind of do that that way. And get it and see if I can get it printed for my daughter mostly, and then for my daughter and my nephew, and then possibly sell it. What's up, Fark? What's going on, man? What's the WTF about? The stuff you sent me earlier was nowhere near that polished. Yeah, no, I worked on it hard. I've been working hard on these things, dude. I want them to be as good as I can for my daughter. But it's really, you know what the best part is I'm sitting out here and I'm just like drawing it, right? All right, there's the walrus. Here comes the walrus. There he is. So my daughter came in and I was just coloring it, and it's so awesome because she was like, "It's a walrus," and I was like, "Yes, it's a walrus." Wilfred Brimley. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It was really sweet for her to come in and see it, and was just like, there's a walrus, and I was like, yes, my daughter sees a walrus. That's all I care about. I care about nothing else on this earth. The fact that she saw a walrus, I don't care what anybody else sees, but she saw a walrus. So yeah, it's pretty fun. And this tablet is just so amazing. Like, I'm absolutely dumbfounded how cool this is and how much fun it is to play with. So yeah, so it's I'm just, you know, I'm just playing with it. Like I said, this is day one with me using this thing. I've never used this thing before in my life. I've never done anything other than just you know, simple drawings for my daughter and stuff. So this is all pretty new for me. And so far it's going pretty well. And I can write. The writing is still a work in progress here. Yeah, Bob Ross. Yeah, that'll be the day. That'll be the freaking day. So this is the burr. We're just working on the burr. But God, this is so much fun, man. I love drawing, and I've always loved to draw. But I've never had the ability or the time or the energy. That was not what I wanted to do it. Not to do it. I mean, I always draw. I draw a ton, and I doodle while I'm on the phone. I do all sorts of drawing, I guess, if you look at it that way. But it's really just, you know, I've never done anything this dedicated. God, it is so much freaking fun. It's unbelievable. Fark, you should have told me. I didn't know that it was this much fun. Truthfully, I had no idea. Anyone know how to fix chat timestamps? I have no idea. You mean in Beam Chat? I have no idea. But yeah, Fark, you've been holding out on me, dog. I didn't know it was this much fun. You should have told me, and I would have bought one of these tablets earlier. But, and it's also really fun that I have a project that I want to do with it right away too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the really fun part too, and it's gonna be really fun once it's done. I got a lot of drawing. I know, right? He's been holding out on me, man. He didn't tell me that this was so much fun to do. I wish I would have known. He came back. Fark came back to getting called an ass. That's. Hopefully you enjoy this this art that's happening, because I am having fun just doing it. It's tedious. What I was telling him earlier, Fark, is it's nice because kids' books, you know, I don't have to be like, these lines don't have to be freaking perfect, which is nice. So I have some play with this. Dude, where is this? Polar bear immediately when she sees this. She saw it, actually. She saw the sketch, just the black and white, and she knew what it was. My daughter's a genius. She knew exactly what Daddy's gnarly black and white drawing was. She's so smart. That's why I love her. She's such a smart kid, you know. Um, but yeah, that was really funny. She came in and she's like, "Polar bear." I was like, "Yes, yes." Um, Sora, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. How are you doing tonight? How's your night going? Mine's going freaking phenomenal. Now that all the FARC people are here. Love the FARC people. FARC's raids are the best because he's got one of the best communities anywhere. I'm not doing anything with the brush. I'm just doing funky stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this song? That's not at all what I wanted. Click on the brush folder in the top left third icon and make sure the shape dynamics are checked. Also smoothing, set spacing to brush to 25%. Holy cow, what are you talking about? This? This thing? Shape dynamics, yes, is checked. Smoothing is checked. Set spacing brush to 25%. Done. So we're good. I haven't messed with that at all. That was all looking good to me then. Okay. Let's see. Higher pressure tends to lead to smoother lines. Yeah, I'm working that. Look at those rank ups. Look at them doublets coming around here. I mess with the pen pressure way too much. Yeah, set mine to 90% works perfect for me. I'm still trying to get a feel for it. Just entire. I don't even know. Like I said, I'm learning all this for the very first time today. This is all brand new to me. But so far, I've been really happy with the output that I've been able to accomplish. Surprisingly, I was really shocked that I was happy with what I was doing. And doing a polar bear is not easy. I'll tell you that, because they're white. So I had to do these different shades of like yellowy gray, because they get yellowy and their coats kind of get an orangish color when they're dirty. And then, so I had to like give these different shades. It's really weird. It's a weird creature to draw into color, because there's not a lot of color. And I wanted to go. I could have gone with like a darker background and then made him just straight stark white, but I just didn't want to do that. And then then the transitions of his body would have just been black lines, which would have been weird. All right, good night, Oscar, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out, bro. It means a lot for me. You came and hung out and stuck it out while we did something that's probably not that interesting to you. So thanks for coming by and hanging out with me regardless, man. You're always good. And Jose, I think. All right. And Fark, when you do your creative streams, what do you set your game as? Drawing? Does that work? That's what I did, and I don't know if I'm showing up anywhere. Okay, I have to find this. I have to find this thing. Painting, since I can't select art anymore. Okay, so painting. Alright, where the heck is this freaking layer? This is gonna drive me absolutely insane. So it's in the bear. It is on the freaking background. That freaking figures. Son of a... Come on, are you kidding me? I should have known that. Son of a bee. Look at that. Look at me. Look at me just noob caking it right now. Holy cow. Can you believe that? Get all that junk out of here. Let's see. I set it to painting. It's dumb they took out art. Yeah, they should have. So painting is what I should put it as. They didn't take it to the. So when we blend these together later, they're gonna look kind of cool. I think it'll look neat with the different layers of sky. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna look cool. All right. So there we go so far. Let's see. That's awesome, Asura, by the way. There's a teeny corner of black, likely your green screen, Dubs. My green screen. Right there. That. Yes. Still here. All right, good, Locus. I was beginning to wonder about you. All right, let's get these ears filled in properly now. So the bear. Now I'm really bad at. I'm not naming my layers at all. So. You want to stay? I know, dude. Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it because, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be ending pretty soon here anyway. I'm literally gonna be on for another 5 minutes or so because I got to get my sleep just like you do. You know what I'm saying? I know we're in the same time zone, dude. I gotta get you. We gotta work in the morning, so we're gonna have to cut it here in just a little bit, guys. Hate to say it, but it's the way it is. This is our life now. Yeah. Knots is amazing. Fark Doge approves. All right, Lockies, you taking off, man? All right, bro, get some rest. I'm gonna be cutting it out anyway here in a minute, so don't even worry about that, dude. Don't even worry about that. So we got the black here. Let's do one more layer up like this. So we're gonna do one more darker, one more darker. One more darker, guys. One more darker. See, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna make it just a little bit more darker up in there, just because it's what I gotta do. so that when I blend, it'll look blendy and just sexy blended. Like that. Not Nerds of the Storm. Damn right! I'm a nerd of the storm, bro. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's sexy as all balls. Alright, so let's clean up this. Alright, we're gonna clean up this last ear, and then we're gonna call it a night, guys, after this. But you know what? Everybody that showed up tonight, you guys get gold stars. Because this is an important night for me. This is a proof of concept. So it shows that I am capable of doing something with art stuff, and that is really good stuff. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, see, smell, and feel. And so we'll be doing more of this because I gotta get this book made. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this book made. What is this over here? All right, guys. So that is where we're gonna start off. So here's what we did. Here's what we did tonight, you guys. We finished off the walrus. So we got the walrus. There's the walrus. There it is. Look at that walrus. All right, there's the walrus. Page 1 of the kid book is Wilfred the walrus. All right, and then we've got the polar bear, who's next. A lot of work to do here still. Let me turn on everything, make sure it's all. So we got a lot of work to do left yet on the polar bear. But that's the polar bear. Probably Pete the polar bear. Wilfred Mother Effin Brimley. Polly the bear. We'll see. We'll come up with names. We'll come up with all the names and stuff. And then we're gonna do some snow drifts in the back. We'll get the bear all kind of blended out. He's looking really. I'm really happy with the way he's looking right now already. But that's it for me, guys. If you guys would be so kind, let's do a little raid. You guys want to do that? Let's do a raid. We know we love raids. We know we love raids. All right, let me make sure these are saved really quick before I do anything funky. Okay, all saved up. Beautiful, beautiful. Good work, guys. Great work tonight, guys. Great work. So let's go to the beam. That wavy hair at mine tonight? I know, dude. I didn't do anything with it. Fark, did I? And, no, I still got my suavecito. I just, I took a shower before I got streaming. Because, it's, you know, when I do the art thing, it's going to be super chill. I'm not doing anything special for that. But I didn't do anything with my hair today. And I feel kind of bad. However, I did wash with the shampoo and conditioner that I might be getting partnered with here pretty soon. That's a little tidbit of information right there. Yeah, I PR'd my way into a possible shampoo and conditioner partnership. I'm not even kidding. I'm actually 100% serious. But more on that later. So let's see. Who should we raid? Let's just raid Murder Clock. Let's just raid Murder Clock because Murder Clock is king. So we're gonna do a dub raid. Why can I not type in there? James! James showed up right at the end! Are you guys... Oh no, Luckland's raiding! Oh man. That's a bummer. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate you guys coming in. Here we go. Damn, dude, I almost clicked on you, Luckland. I almost clicked on you because I was just gonna raid. Thank you guys so much for the follows. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the raid. I wish I had good news. I wish that I had good news right now, but I don't. I have really bad news, guys. Holy cow, look at this. This is crazy. Luckland is the man, guys. If you guys don't know who Luckland is, we need to get a shout out for Luckland FTW. Hold on, let me back up here. Let me get these follows here. James, obviously, thank you so much for that follow, man. You're the man. The man, the myth, the legend, the official James. Guardsman Waffle. Dude, you're in the perfect place. The Breakfast Club, welcome so much. Thank you so much for coming through. Chiron, thank you as well for coming through, and thank you for that follow. Hatel Welcome to the Breakfast Club. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Let's see who else. Aztec Consulting. There you go. Thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate you guys coming through, guys. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. But I hate to say it, but we're just now ending the stream. We did art. Let me show you. I'll give you a taste. I'll give you a taste of what I did, though. Let me show you what I did, okay? So that you guys don't miss out on what actually went down, because some stuff went down tonight. This is my first ever art stream ever in the history of ever, okay? And so what we did is I'm making a children's book of animals, and the first book that I'm doing is Arctic animals, and the first animal that we did is the walrus, which is right there. So this is the first one we did today. And Mr. R. Skittles. Thank you so much for that follow, man. I appreciate that, brother. Welcome. That was what we accomplished first. We did the walrus. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to make a small children's book. Is that a picture? How did you know? How did you know, Unicorn Potato God? I mean, I've been watching you from your closet, and I figured I think I got you figured out pretty well. Shelb076, what's going on? Welcome. But that's what I drew first. We did the walrus. We finished him up and got him all. Mr. Adder, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, my friend. Thank you. Welcome. So that is the walrus. We went from the walrus. What's up, Lachlan? How you doing, bro? Thank you so much for that raid, man. I was almost about to raid you, bro, because I'm ending the stream. We have like the same night times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually wrapping it up, but I'm showing you guys the art that we did, because this is the first night I've ever done art. I've ever streamed art ever, or shown my art publicly. So there he is. There's the walrus. Thank you. Thanks, Shubs. Yeah, I'm a huge Motown fan. And so from there we went and we did the polar bear. We started the polar bear. So here's the initial polar bear as we started. So we're doing 12 animals. I'm gonna try and get it printed onto a really thick, the baby books. You know, the really thick hard cardboard ones that they can chew on that they won't ruin. I'm gonna try and get them bound up like that for my daughter and my nephew. And then, who knows? Maybe we'll self-publish with the help of some Jabberducky, and see if we can get this thing on Amazon one day. So, walrus, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm pretty much done with the walrus, and then polar bear's next. So, yeah. And Dark Strike, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, my friend. Thank you for coming in on that raid, guys. I appreciate you guys. You got the picture of me and now my brother. Hey, you know what? I know you guys. I've been keeping an eye on you guys real close like. But guys, I feel so bad. But it's 11:30. This is the end of my stream. This is my stream time. This is when I go down for the bedtime. Just like Lucklin, just like Dr. Fark, who rated me as well. But you guys, you have no idea how much I appreciate you guys coming through and saying what's up. And all the follows, you guys are amazing. We're at 315. We're working towards a goal of 350, at which point we'll do another giveaway. But let's pass the raid on, you guys. If you guys are down, let's pass the raid. Let's pass the raid on to some other lucky person. What up, Farky? Speak to me, man. Speak to me. You know what? I'm just gonna hook up a homie. I just gotta hook up my bro. We're gonna raid Murder Clock because he's amazing and he's one of the coolest casters I've ever seen in my life. So if you guys would be so kind, you owe me these fine people to draw one line. One line? I can do one line. All right, let's do one line really quick before we go. We're gonna do one line, and then we're gonna do a Fark raid. Okay. Let's do let's clean up this hill right here. Let's just erase. Let's do some of this hill action here really quick. So let's go over yonder status. Another hour of this shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are crazy. See, I'm not going to be able to rest now once I get this thing going here. Started. Okay, there it is. There it is, guys. There's a clean hill. All right, there's a clean freaking hill. All right, I gotta cut it. I gotta call it. All right, guys, we're gonna raid Dr. Fark. Okay, we're gonna do a dub raid on Dr. Fark, or on Murder Clock. Sorry, not Dr. Fark. Murder Clock. Okay, there we go, guys. That's the man. That's the man, the myth, the legend. Let's jump over there really quick right now. I'm going to start it off. There it is, guys. Go see Dr. Fark. He's amazing. He's beautiful. He's gorgeous. Go over there. Show him some love, guys. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for the raids, guys. All the love. You guys are amazing. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you next time. Stick around for the outro because it's tight. All right, guys? Have a great night. We'll see you next time.